If you're a health or life coach who's wondering how on earth do I sell coaching in dead December and at the end of the year, then this is the episode of the show for you. We're going to talk all about how you can make more sales of your coaching and have your coaching business thrive towards the end of the year. Let's dive in. Hi there, welcome to the Wholehearted Business Show. I'm Laura. I help health and life coaches get more clients, grow their businesses and live the best lives while they do it. And today on the show, we're talking all about how do we sell our coaching services towards the end of the year when we're in this kind of weird space that happens as we get towards the end of November and into December. And I'm going to talk a bit about why yes, this is a weird time of year. I know a lot of coaches like me will say, there's no excuse, we should still be selling and you can still make lots of money towards the end of the year. And that's not untrue, but it's also true that it is a weird time of year when it comes to coaching, especially when you are in the health and life coaching fields, because by the very nature of being a health or a life coach, we're talking about supporting people towards their goals, their aspirations, overcoming problems. And the truth of the matter is, as we get into the holiday season, people are not really thinking about that stuff very much, unless they are like really, really on it and really into their own personal development. It's more likely that they are just enjoying the holiday season and putting everything off till January. So today we're going to talk a bit about how that looks for your business, what you can do, the things that you can still do and sell that will work to help you sell your coaching services, and also things that you can do now that will set you in really, really good stead for January as well. So I just want to go back over why November and December are a little bit weird. As I was saying, we're getting into the holiday season. People are taking time off. People are going to parties. People are doing the Christmas shopping. People are just starting to, it's almost like a mass kind of Sunday in terms of everyone's putting everything off till Monday morning. Everyone's starting again on Monday, and the Monday is January. And as I was saying, when it comes to health and life coaching, it does make it a little bit tricky to actively sell people into coaching packages. But there are some things that we can do, and we're going to talk all about that in a second. Like I said as well, some coaches, they will say, like some business coaches will say, there's no excuse not to be selling. You can still make sales at this time of year. What I would like to say to everyone is it's not one way or the other. And every niche is going to be a little bit different. But, it's not going to be that, yes, you are definitely going to make sales or no, you're definitely not. There's usually a bit of an in-between place as well. What I also want to say is, it's also fine if you actually want to take a lot of time off at this time of year. I take most of December off. I really, really wind down in December. And as a result, my income takes a bit of a dip. I've got lots of recurring income kind of like stacked up. Like that's one of the big things that I've done this year is really stack up my recurring income. So it's not as much of a hit, but I do like to take time off in December and enjoy Christmas. And that's okay too. You do not have to work through December if you don't want to, and that's fine. And that might mean that your income dips, and that's okay too. So there's no hard and fast rule that November and December are difficult months to sell coaching, but there is the reality that there is a shift, and where people's heads are at is different. The holiday season is coming, and where people are at definitely changes, especially in the realm of health and life coaching. So what things can we do to help us make more sales and sell more of our coaching packages and services at this time of year? The first thing that you can do is really think about the season that we're in and how that impacts your people. This is one of the biggest tips that I can give anyone who is wanting to sell more coaching at this time of year, and that's to really think about what is it about the end of November going into December that is going to impact your ideal clients. Like, how can you create seasonally appropriate content that talks about the challenges, like the unique challenges that people are presented with at this time of year? How can you maybe create specific offers that help people at this specific time of year? Like, get really, really seasonal with what it is that you're doing, because again, this season does impact people in lots and lots of different ways. So really think about your ideal clients, like how is this season impacting them? I mean, this episode of the show is a good example of this. I'm thinking about how you guys might be impacted with this season, and this is one of the things. Maybe you're thinking, how the fuck am I going to make some sales as it's going towards the end of the year? So think about what you can do to create seasonal content, seasonal offers, and really link together. If you're not going to create a specific seasonal offer, link together what people might be experiencing seasonally with the things that you can support them with in your bigger coaching packages. You might also want to talk a little bit about why, you don't have to wait until January. Like, a lot of people just want to be given permission that it's actually okay to start things now, or to, start to make the changes that they're already thinking about for the new year. You can start them now. Again, it's a lot of this is mindset. A lot of people have the mindset that there's no point in starting anything now because of Christmas and the holiday season. And that's not necessarily true. So you can reference that in your content, in your sales content, in your general marketing content, and use that as a reason why people should actually start to think about working with you now and not later. Another thing that you can do alongside this is you can sell things now but deliver later. So this is a kind of another similar-ish version to this, but what this basically looks like is there anything that you can develop and sell now but not actually deliver on until next year? If you feel that your ideal clients are in this space where they're thinking like, I don't really want to start anything right now, but I know that I want things to change in January, I'm already really aware of that, then what can you do that would actually get them to purchase something now where you don't actually start the delivery until January, until the next year? This could also look like some kind of hybrid or a special offer of your coaching package, which maybe is a little bit extended. So maybe they start in January, but maybe they have an extra little bonus where they have some extra sessions in December that help them navigate the festive season, but actually they're not losing anything from actually starting that package. So this could be an absolutely brilliant little offer to do. I'm going to talk a bit about Black Friday in a second, but this could be a wonderful, wonderful offer to present to your people to say, hey, like if you're thinking about coaching, if you're thinking about putting it off to January, why don't you sign up now? And I will give you this bonus of these extra sessions that you can take before the end of the year to help you navigate the festive season. I think that would be a fantastic way to sell more coaching packages and more of your services. Another way that you can look at this is there another specific offer that you might want to sell in January that you can actually start selling now so that you get the income and the sales in December or in November? That's another thing that you can do. It doesn't have to be your main coaching package. It can be some kind of live or group program or something different that you're going to deliver in January, but you can actually sell now. And again, another kind of version of this is, do you offer some kind of early bird discount? So if you are selling something that is not going to be delivered until January, do you offer it with an early bird discount? And the early birds kind of season is December, and that encourages people to take action. And what I will say actually that's just popped into my head specifically about December is that, and again, there's no hard and fast rule about this, and everybody's different and everyone's ideal client is different. But I always find that once like kind of Christmas and maybe Boxing Day is over, you've got this week between Christmas and New Year. And I think a lot of people are sat at home starting to think about the new year. I think that's a great time to push sales in that week if you are a health or a life coach. I think it's a really, really great time to do that. So maybe it's some kind of early bird offer where, again, the delivery and the thing actually starts in January. I think a lot of people love the idea of signing up to something before the year's out and knowing that they've got something to go into that is going to support them to achieve their goals and overcome things come January. So that could be another really great thing. Run some kind of early bird special offer that gets people into something that, again, you're maybe not delivering until later. And maybe also think about how you can use that week between Christmas and New Year potentially to get people to sign up for things then. That's a particularly good if people can just sign up and buy them straight away. They don't have to go through a sales call process. That would be brilliant to really sell something in that week. But again, bearing in mind that you don't have to if you want to take time off and you don't want to be dealing with that, or you can schedule stuff up before you go away for holiday and let that all drip out in that week as well. Finally, you can also look at Black Friday. So I did an episode of the show last year all about Black Friday, whether or not you should be thinking about engaging with it as a health or a life coach. I'm going to link to that episode of the show that I did, so you can watch or listen to that and learn a bit more about whether or not you want to do Black Friday. But Black Friday is a good time of year to create some kind of offer or to discount some kind of offer or have a special bonus or do some kind of something promotional that is selling your coaching services. It can be a good time of year to do that. And again, it kind of comes right at the end of November, right before we get into December. If you time something right, that can be a really, really good time to do some kind of promotion and get those sales in. Another thing to add into that I do think is a much better thing to sell at this time of year, like if you're a coach and if you traditionally sell one-to-one coaching packages that come with a higher ticket price tag, you might want to think about developing and selling some kind of lower ticket offer around about this time of year. Again, I think where people are perhaps the heads aren't at is engaging in something or jumping into something that is a bigger, longer package that is higher ticket. However, they might be really interested in jumping on a low ticket thing. And what actually that can do is if they engage with something that is low ticket, whether it's a small digital product or a little course or something like that, and actually get to know you and get a really good result, they are much better placed to become potential clients in January. And you could create and sell a low ticket offer, follow up with people, have some just, general conversations with them after they've purchased that low ticket offer. And then they might be primed and ready to go in January to become fuller clients or to buy something, that's more substantial from you as well. So, basically lower ticket offers can be really, really good at this time of year as well. So just to recap some of the things you can do. And like I say, there's no hard and fast rule. And part of this is a bit of a mindset thing. So, we've got reality, we've got our mindset, we've got our niche, we've got our ideal clients. It's all going to be different depending on what we've got going on. But essentially, it is a weird time of year for selling coaching services when we're getting to the end of November and December. And that's okay. You can take time off if you want, but there's things that we can do. So just to recap what we chatted about, you can create seasonal content. So really speak to the season and how that's impacting your ideal clients. Make that link between what's going on now and your coaching services. You can offer a bonus where people might kind of officially start in January, but they might sign up and pay now and get bonus content sessions, access to you this side of the new year. You can also do Black Friday offer. You can also do an early bird offer. You can also sell something that you then deliver in January and connect that with Black Friday or with an early bird offer. And you can also sell something that is low ticket, that is a good primer for people who would be really good fits to move into your bigger coaching package as well come January, and use that as a basis to develop relationships and to do some kind of high touch selling with those people. So there we have it. There's a big roundup of all the things that you can do and think about when it comes to making more sales in your coaching business in dead December at the end of the year. And to be fair, you can apply this to any particular time of year where you notice that there's a dip in sales of your coaching packages due to external stuff that's going on, seasonal stuff that's going on. So whether that's the summer, you could apply this to as well. So whatever it is, there's ways that you can make this work for you. And again, if you are happy just to chill in December and not worry about it, that's equally okay. But if you do want to push some sales, there's a few ideas. I really hope that that's been helpful. Do let me know, leave me a comment if you're watching on YouTube below. Let me know what you're going to try out of this. If you're listening on the podcast, likewise, do the same. Pop me a message on Instagram. I'm at wholeheartedlylaura. I'd love to hear from you guys on there. And then next week, I'm going to be back with the 2025 plan along episode of the show that I do every year now, where we together will plan out some stuff for our coaching business for 2025. So don't miss that one. And I will see you then, guys. Take care. Bye.